Zone Ads, World of Local Business Info.
Lions Club of Secunderabad is an institution in itself. Coming to this club is a matter of pride and privilege for me. It's a learning experience. It's something that's going to enrich me thoroughly. So let me start with addressing here the club president, our GAT Constitutional Area Leader, PID Sunil Kumar, our council chair, our district governor, our area leaders, our vice governors, so many past governors from the other clubs of the district who are here, all good friends, and most importantly, members of Lions Club of Secunderabad. How many clubs are there which have lived through 60 years in our country? We started in 1956, we are in 2022. Over the years, what do we find today? And district governor and the vice district governors, who are the future governors, may kindly note, you will find the number of clubs that are chartered in the years. Nowadays, a large number of clubs are lost in the few subsequent years. Even when I was sitting here, I was still looking at some mails that came into me from Mumbai office because I'm trying to find data and I'm trying to stay away from it. I'm finding it, but still trying to stay away from it because I know the results are going to be shocking. I'm trying to find data and then I wrote back to the Mumbai office, well, I've understood, okay, let that be. Although I asked them for the data, how many clubs were cancelled in the previous year and what was the date of charter of those clubs? Because I know that about 30% of those clubs that were cancelled last year would have been clubs that were chartered less than 12 months ago, and about 50% of those clubs would be clubs that were chartered within the last 36 months. I know that's going to be the result. I'm even scared to look at them. But we will look at them, especially with a good friend like PID Sunil Kumar here. But coming back here, Lions Club of Secunderabad, that's an institution in itself. It's not just a club. And who's made this an institution? You, the members, have made this an institution. Trivedi Saab, individuals like you started this club. You are the individuals who laid that foundation, who were responsible for sowing that seed. And that seed, if you see today, from a little sapling to the kind of a tree that it has grown. And it must have extended so many other clubs, and those clubs must have extended further so many other clubs, and those clubs that have further so many clubs. It's like the seed of a banyan tree, where ultimately 60 years later you do not know which the first tree was. In the Kolkata's famous botanical gardens, we have the famous banyan tree, one of the biggest outgrowths of banyan trees in the world, where nobody knows which the first one is of, because it's just grown, it just spreads. And that's the way Lionism has spread in this part of the country, in Hyderabad. And you, the members of Lions Club of Secunderabad, need to be congratulated. I think it's very appropriate of me to maybe make a request to the district governor and the vice governors, because I don't want to burden PID Sunil Kumar with this duty, but if you can prepare a report and give it to PID Sunil Kumar and share it with me as well as to you'll have to go deep into it, talk to the members, talk to those members, 60, Trivedi Saab, then there were members who've spent 50 years, then are members of 40 years and 30 years. What do they believe? What was the reason why this club has been able to live so long? There must have been some reasons. And when we study those reasons and we compare it with what's happening today, maybe we will find some very interesting facts there that even I don't know. I want to learn those facts. Years ago, I remember in 2008, I met an individual who came from Germany who was going to be the president in the following year. And I was studying trends, and the trend showed me in multiple district 111 Germany, they don't lose clubs. They lose one club over 3 or 4 years. And Germany is one of the big multiple districts. It's not a small one. It's got 50,000 plus members. It's one of those big multiple districts in the world. But they don't lose clubs. They lose around one club maybe in a certain number of years. And when I met this gentleman who ultimately became our president, and I had the opportunity of working very closely with him, and I know that this question of mine to him, PID Sunil Kumar, was the reason why we became so close. I said, you need to explain to me why you don't lose clubs in Germany, whereas we lose so many clubs in India, and I can lay a bet that we are as passionate about Lionism as you are, maybe even more. We are as passionate about it, but why does it happen? And he said, because when you lose a member, you think you've just lost a number. If we lose a member, leave aside losing a club. If we lose a member from a club, we feel that we've lost somebody from our family. Our pain is so strong and so deep when even if we lose a member from a club, the other members of the club believe that there's been a loss in the family, and when we lose a club, it's a big loss to the district. So everybody does everything possible under the sun to make sure that the clubs are not lost. There must be something of that culture even in Lions Club of Secunderabad that I don't know. But if the district governor and the vice district governors will do that kind of a deep dive into the culture of this club, we may find those pearls. Somewhere those pearls have to be found. And those answers, those wonderful answers, those very important answers to the challenges that we face today need not necessarily come from me or my friend Sunil. They could come from the members of Lions Club of Secunderabad who would share their experience. I mean, PID Sunil himself is a part and parcel and grown out of this club. He's been a Leo, he's proud of it and should be proud of it, you know. Pita pe poot tukham pe ghoda zyada nahi to thoda thoda. I mean, his father has been a great lion. We always knew him, respected him, and had the highest respect for him. I worked very closely with past President Ashok Mehta, and Ashok Bhai was so close to his dad. And and from there he's taken on the mantle and he's been working ever since. He's been a Leo. But then he would also perhaps be able to assist to find out what goes into making of these institutions. And over the years, these institutions that you have, this institution that you have developed, which is responsible for all those temples of service. I mean, your eye hospital, your school, where you're working with the sanitary napkins program, the women hygiene program, and so many other programs that you're working with. I mean, they've grown out because of the culture of the club. Today we even experience clubs that are formed, but they still take such a long time, and service doesn't become so much ingrained in it. Now, service is a part of the DNA of this club, as it is so very apparent to me. I mean, it is apparent to all of us. It's in the DNA of this club. This club perhaps, breathes in and breathes out the concept of service and lives by the fact that we need to justify our existence as a Lions Club by continuing to serve. I mean, there must be something of that kind of an ethos. The ethos is definitely different, and coming to this club is definitely something which is really, really a wonderful experience for me. So, Club President Saab, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your celebrations. Everybody else, and Jor Saab, thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. My dear friends, I may also request you that if you can work, maybe with some of the clubs that have been chartered in the more recent years, maybe invite them to your club meetings. Let them see the culture in your club. Let them experience the kind of fellowship that you have in your club. Let them understand how those bridges are built between what PID Sunil Kumar just said, the lions of those yesteryears and the younger adults who are coming in as members today, and the lions in the middle age who are also here today, how those bridges are built. We often say that clubs which are so old, clubs which are legacy clubs, we don't use the word old, which are legacy clubs. You are a legacy club. You're not an old club. There's nothing an old. You'll be 100 years in the next 40 years. I mean, maybe I'll not be around to see it, but many younger people here may be around to see it. So you are a legacy club. And in this legacy club, how this transition takes place. The clubs that become legacy clubs have mastered the art of handing over the baton to the next generation. What happens is, those clubs which are 15, 20 years old, sometimes even they begin to die because they do not master or learn the art of handing over to the next generation. individuals who are so-called in positions of authority or positions of influence in those particular clubs want to capitalize on them, want to keep it so close to their chest. But this must be a club where the leadership is passed on. Leadership is passed on from one set of individuals to the next set of individuals with sincerity, with honesty, giving out opportunities, opening up that possibilities of leadership for those who are following. And there could be so many lessons to learn from here. So I most sincerely request you, Kamalji. I mean, I have highest respects for you. In fact, Kamalji has been a very, very integral part of, campaign also when we were working in the online campaign last year. He worked with us and many here as well are the others. And I'm not naming them because I may forget a few. But I can see them sitting, across who've been so very helpful. But Kamalji, this kind of a study, this kind of a document, the highlights, the points, I mean, I feel every reason why the case studies of these clubs may be shared across the country. We could pick up Lions Club of Secunderabad here. We could pick up Lions Club of New Delhi in Delhi. We could pick up Lions Club of Calcutta in Calcutta. I mean, even in my district and multiple districts, we lose so many clubs. But Lions Club of Calcutta, which was the 7th club in the country, still goes strong with 300 members and 3 hospitals. 300 members and 3 hospitals, that's a legacy club like yours, like your 3 permanent projects. Today, we set up clubs, they find it difficult to get deep into service. Clubs like you continue to expand their horizon of service activities. You don't get even limited. You try to find out what more is required by the society, what more is required by the community, and you go out and work for it. I mean, today, I would say, we are so proud of Lionism in our country, not because of leaders like me or leaders, who wear a certain badge of a high office. We are proud of it because what lions like the Lions of Secunderabad do in your clubs and your projects. You make us proud. We just reflect the glory. To be very honest, we enjoy reflecting the glory which actually belongs to you. I mean, wearing a badge may give me an opportunity to go around, and be with lions in different parts of the world. But the real recognition that comes as a leader who comes from this country, from this part of the world, comes because of Lions, individuals like you and clubs like Lions Club of Secunderabad. You have made it so proud. You have made us so proud. And God bless you. Please continue to work and please continue to show the way. Because I have found in your club, there is such a lot of, there's a fact that I spoke at one point of time, last time when we were here for an entire constitutional area conclave, which PID Sunil Kumar had held in Hyderabad, the need for cosmopolitization. And I said, there is an outcry, there's a demand. People are silent about it, but we can see it written across the face of this organization that there's a need for cosmopolitization. Not only in Hyderabad, not only in multiple district 320, even in my district, even in my city, even in my multiple district, there's a very strong need for cosmopolitization. And I see that wonderful mix, that true mix, the fabric of Indian society reflected in your club. That fabric of the Indian society, that fabric of the society in Hyderabad reflected so much in your club. I mean, this is what cosmopolitization is all about. So in every respect, as I stand here and I continue to think, and there are so many concepts that come, what make you stand out as a model club, what make you stand out as a role model, which many others could follow in this district, in this multiple district, in this country, anywhere around. So my dear friends, for everything that you are doing, thank you very much. You continue to do, you continue to serve. And I have always said that we are here in this organization with an intent to serve. But one thing, as I was on that point and I slightly deviated, if you can invite, and I get back to that point, some of the newer clubs to your club meetings and engage and also involve them in some of your service activities, let them learn and understand what Lions Club culture really is and how it really helps us leading or living life together. Just now Trivedi Sahab was standing with our good friend, I forget his name, and I said, Sambandhi, Hum Sambandhi, and that is right, sir. Mahavir Patni Sahab was there and he said, Hum Sambandhi. And then he said, because of Lionism. So relationships have grown, families have come close together, and families have become interwoven because of Lionism. This is life. Lionism is just membership of a particular club, as far as Lions Club of Secunderabad is concerned. It's a way of life. It's so deep involvement, you know, and that's a real bonding that has developed between all of you. So if you can get those other clubs to come and share, look at, give them an opportunity of what is called a sneak peek into what makes Lions Club of Secunderabad the Lions Club of Secunderabad, it would really be beneficial. I can see so many of my Sikh brothers and sisters here. We have it enshrined in our Guru Granth Sahib, and I often don't want to quote the Guru Granth Sahib because of, there's always a risk of making a misquote, but it is somewhere there, and you can correct me. There's a particular tuk in the Guru Granth Sahib which says, Babaniya kahaniya put saput karene. Is that right? Babaniya kahaniya put saput karene. Which means it is important to narrate good stories and fables to the next generation. उससे जो पूत होते हैं वो सपूत बनते हैं. अगर हम अपनी कहानी कहानियां बाबानियां means जो हमारे बहुत पुरानी बातें हैं, the fables, उनको अगर हम अपने बच्चों तक आगे बताते हैं, if we keep on telling them, तो वो पूत जो हैं उससे सपूत बनते हैं. This is there even in the Guru Granth Sahib. So what I am trying to tell you is all that if you allow those clubs to come and at least rub off in one meeting or two meetings with you, maybe you'll rub that culture into them, and those clubs could be the legacy clubs of tomorrow in the years to come. And we want to learn from you. I always take it, that we are each one of us is a work in progress. Each one of us is trying to improve every day. The day I stop improving, I'll be just breathing, but I'll not be truly living. We need to learn. So today when I'm here in Lions Club of Secunderabad amongst all of you, enjoying, this wonderful, there is such a lot of positivity here. There's such a lot of bonding that I can see here. Each one so appreciative about the other. A club which is, 60-year-old, so many past presidents, and not one is speaking against the other. Not one is speaking against the other, not one is trying to pull the leg of the other. Each one so appreciative and so positive about the other. Well, this is what the bonding of Lions Club is all about. And if we can keep that and we can promote that, I think we'll be able to really promote our organization. Because if you look at the principles of our organization, we are simply so strong. We are perhaps the noblest. We are perhaps the most highly revered organization on this planet Earth. I often say we are the greatest gift to mankind during the 20th century. If there's been a great gift to mankind in 20th century, it is an organization called Lions Clubs International. We represent that silver lining to the dark clouds across the world, wherever we serve in around 200 countries. But we need to continue. We need this story to continue from year to year, from decade and continue. We've done the first 100 years. We are now into the next 100 years, and I'm sure the generations to follow. And perhaps none of us will be around that point of time, but there would be generations who would be celebrating 200 years of Lions Clubs International as well. For that to happen, we need to continue to learn, we need to continue to innovate, we need to learn the best practices, we need to develop the next practices. And learning of the best practices and development of the next practices has to come from study of role models like Lions Club of Secunderabad. Because, I don't say only Lions Club of Secunderabad. I'm not trying to tell you anything which I don't mean. Everything that I say comes from my heart, and I genuinely mean it. I said Lions Clubs, like Lions Club of Secunderabad. If we could pick up 20 clubs like this across the country, you will be among those top 20 clubs across the country, that's for sure. And if we do that case study, we need to learn from you. We need to come back to you. We need to ask you, I mean, what is it that really keeps you going? I keep coming back. That's what I was thinking all the time that I was there. And it's such a pleasure, my friends, to be a part of this event today. And on this very event, it's my great pleasure, and I would request PID Sunil Kumar to join me here. I would also request the District Governor to please join me here as we present some certificates. Please come, sir. Sunil bhai, idhar aiye. As we present certificates of appreciation, International President Certificates of Appreciation to Lion Harjeet Singh. Lion Harjeet Singh ji. Presentation of International President Certificate of Appreciation to Lion Harjeet Singh. Sir, we would like to thank you on behalf of our International President, on behalf of our association, for all that you have been doing, and we believe and trust that you will continue to do so. And another certificate of appreciation for Lion Purushottam Jamnani. Lion Purushottam Jamnani. Aye, sir. Right, thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity of presenting my banneret, the International Third Vice President's banneret, and the first one to Lion Arun Trivedi ji. And I wouldn't like to give him the trouble of walking up here. We could have gone there and handed it to him. But he's young enough. But I think when he became a member, he broke some important rules. There's a rule in Lions clubs, which was there even in those days, that you have to be of the age of majority to become a member of a Lions club. He must have become a member of a Lions club when he was just about 10 or 11 years old. I think he broke that important rule. Thank you. And another banneret to Lion Gurpreet Singh ji. Club President Lion Gurpreet Singh ji. Thank you. There are a few international president's pins. And the first individual that I'd like to call up here is Lion Parminder Singh. Lion Parminder Singh to receive international president's pin. Also, please. Thank you very much. Another pin for Lion Baljeet Kaur. Lion Baljeet Kaur. Thank you. Lion Kuldeep Singh Saluja. And meanwhile, Anita Agarwal ji could also walk up here. Lion Kishore Chhabadiya. Just a minute. Lion Dayal Chamaria. Lion Dayal Chimnani. Lion Dayal Chimnani.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, this is a storehouse of energy. Storehouse of energy. And कभी मैंने इनसे देखिए कभी इतना ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं दिया है, मैं इनसे कभी इतना नहीं मिला हूँ, लेकिन I am very sure about it because I've met individuals like him. आप इनसे कभी पूछिएगा, इनके आपको बताएंगे कि लायंस की मीटिंग या लायंस के सर्विस प्रोग्राम में जाके वापस एनर्जी आ जाती है. I mean, what else could bring him here to this particular event? Sir, thank you very much. You know, you keep us going. Lion Kishore ji, the oldest president of this club. Lion Krishna. Krishna ji, the oldest president of this club. किस साल में थे सर? After Trivedi ji. 83, 84. Now, I became a member of a Lions Club in 83, 84. मैं लायंस क्लब का मेंबर बना था 83, 84 में, ये क्लब के प्रेसिडेंट थे साहब. I mean, thank you very much, everybody. So look at the kind of individuals that we've had the opportunity, thank you for helping, that we've had the opportunity to recognize just a few of them. I'm sure we need to recognize every member of this club. And through recognizing the club president and the other leaders of this club, you would allow me to say we are recognizing every member of this club. It sometimes doesn't become possible. It doesn't, it's not just possible to call up everybody here and, present a pin or some kind of recognition to every member. But basically, every member of Lions Club of Secunderabad deserves this recognition. So maybe hear it loud. For the Lions Club of members of Lions Club of Secunderabad, a round of applause for each one of you. Thank you very much, my friends. Keep going strong. You make us believe, make even individuals like me believe that what we are doing is right. The kind of time that we have to devote, the kind of time that we have to take out from our families, from our businesses, from everything to be part of this organization. But then, as they say, the purpose of life is to have a life of purpose. And in trying to be a part of that exploration, an ongoing exploration of that life of purpose, because life is like a river that flows between the twin peaks of eternity. Nobody started from where the Gangotri was, nobody knows where the Gangotri was, and nobody knows when it would submerge into which seas. But so long as it continues to flow, it's important that it flows. And as it flows, it's important that it allows the others to quench their thirst, that it continues to irrigate the fields, that it continues to help mankind sustain even more on this planet Earth. That's the purpose of life in itself. And as you and me continue to explore that purpose of life through our membership of this association, it is my proud privilege and a blessing indeed that I have this opportunity to serve alongside with you. I truly feel blessed that way. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
You have done the complete anatomy on the success of Lions Club of Secunderabad, and we would like to do further research to carry forward and to serve the society in a better manner. Thank you so much. Please, the Vice District Governor, Konato, we request you to join, and the multiple council chairman. Lion Bhimaji, Lion Baburaji.
Subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon and select all.